Welcome to Reading English Aloud, and this is our Reading English Aloud practice. The article is called Richest Pets. Let's start with new vocabulary words. We're going to look at nouns. Number 1, will. Will. Number 2, inheritance. Inheritance. Number 3, in the lap of luxury. In the lap of luxury. Number 4, fortune. Fortune. Number 5, attorney. Attorney. So number 1, will. A legal document with instructions on what to do with money, property, etc. after a person dies. Number 2, inheritance. Receiving money, property, etc. after someone dies. Number 3, in the lap of luxury. Living in great comfort and wealth. Number 4, fortune. A large amount of money. And number 5, attorney. A person who acts on behalf of someone in legal and business matters. A lawyer. New vocabulary words. Verbs. Number 1, pass away. Pass away. Number 2, insure. Insure. Number 3, to spite. To spite. Number 4, set up. Set up. Number 5, adopt. Adopt. Number 1, pass away, means die. Number 2, ensure. Make certain something will occur or happen. Number 3, to spite. Deliberately hurt someone. Number 4, set up. Prepare or arrange something for use. Number 5, legally take a child or pet into your family as your own. New vocabulary words. Adjectives. Number 1, massive. Massive. Number 2, stray. Stray. Number 3, old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. Number 4, extreme. Extreme. Number 5, well off. Well off. Number 1, massive. Large, huge, very big. Number 2, stray. Having no home, living on the streets. Number 3, old-fashioned. Not modern. Number 4, extreme. Greatest. Number 5, well off. Well off. Very wealthy. Richest Pets. In 2007, Leona Helmsley, an American hotel heiress and real estate developer, passed away, leaving $12 million for the care of her dog, a Maltese Terrier named Trouble. A judge later reduced the inheritance to $2 million and Trouble spent her final years being fed crab cakes and cream cheese by hand while relaxing in the lap of luxury. Very wealthy people often set up a pet trust to ensure the continued care of their pet if they die before their cherished animal does. Two of Leona Helmsley's 4 grandchildren were left nothing in her will, but Trouble was well provided for until its death in 2010. Jerry W. Beyer, a law professor at Texas Tech and pet trust attorney, explains it is widely practiced among well-off pet owners to leave their riches to their pets for their care and, in more extreme cases, to spite their family members. Trouble is not the only pet to have been left a massive fortune by its owner. Gunther III, a German Shepherd, was left $80 million in 1991 by its owner, Countess Carlotta Liebenstein of Germany. Trustees of the estate invested the money well, turning the inheritance into $375 million. The estate now belongs to the next pooch in line, Gunther IV, who enjoys a jet-setting life in villas in Italy, the Bahamas, and a luxury beach house once owned by the pop star Madonna. Conchita, the Chihuahua, inherited a $3 million trust fund when her owner, Gail Posner, passed away in 2010. The little dog is known as the Boss and is famous for wearing designer clothing by Louis Vuitton and expensive jewelry by Cartier. Tommaso, a stray cat found in Rome and adopted by property developer Maria Assunta, inherited $13 million when her Italian owner died in 2011. And finally, Jigu, a very special hen, received $12 million when its British publishing mogul owner, Miles Blackwell, died in 2001. All these pets received their millions the old-fashioned way, by inheriting them from their ultra-rich owners. Nowadays, wealthy pets must work hard for their fortunes. The YouTube sensation, Grumpy Cat, may be worth close to $100 million, but it must model, make appearances, post on Instagram, and appear in advertisements. It's not such an easy life anymore. And these are the sources that I used for the article. Discussion questions. Number 1. What are the pros and cons of keeping a pet? Number 2. Are you a dog or cat person? Number 3, is a zoo a good place for an animal? Number 4, what can people learn from animals? Number 5, if you had $1 million to give away, who would you give it to? And just for fun, these are idioms about money. A penny for your thoughts. It means, what are you thinking about? So you ask it as a question. Person A, a penny for your thoughts. Person B, I was thinking about all of the fun we had on our vacation. A pretty penny. That means very expensive. His new car must have cost a pretty penny. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money isn't easy to acquire. Whenever we wanted some money for a movie, my mother would always tell us that money doesn't grow on trees. That is why I've always had part-time jobs. Penny pincher. A frugal person, someone who doesn't like to spend money. He is such a penny pincher. He hasn't bought new clothing for about 10 years. Strapped for cash. Short of money. Even though my husband and I work such long hours, we always feel so strapped for cash. To make big bucks. To make a lot of money. She makes big bucks as a lawyer in New York City. 2 cents. An opinion on an issue. He really didn't want to hear my 2 cents about the election results. That's the end of our lesson today. The article, Richest Pets. Thank you for reading English Aloud with me.
That was easy.